vision, but when you sit performed live and it's in your own space, it takes on an entirely different complexion. So I'm just going to share with you now some of my favorite illusions with playing cards, because we have the most organic prop available in the world today. I think this is due to the popularity of Texas Hold'em, late night celebrity poker. In fact, some of the most famous people in the world are playing more cards now than actually making movies and so forth, which is interesting. Tell me, what's your favorite color, red or blue?
Red.
You like the red deck? Do me a favor, put this in your back pocket. In your pocket? Excellent. If we have time, we'll get back to it a little later. All right? But first things first. Right, I'm going to try something. Do you want to give these your best shuffle? Splendid. Excellent. And we're going to start off with something very simple just to get ourselves warmed up. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to be good now. Excellent shuffle there. Now, that's okay. Your best shuffle, it was perfect. As I shuffle the cards like this, just call out stop.
Stop.
Do you want this one or this one?
Ooh, that one.
Okay, we remember it?
Yes.
I'm going to shuffle the rest of the deck on top. Does that look fair?
Yes.
Nice and fair. So let's just make sure your card can't be anywhere near the top or the bottom. All right, excellent. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed. That's
most convenient to say the least. Hold your hand palm upwards. Watch closely. Nice and steady. Excellent. Here we go. Now, since you're holding them, I can't cheat. Just curl your fingers. I'm going to create a field of energy around your hand right now. Tell me if you can feel that. Very slight, because energy translates itself as warm heat. What was your card?
That was the Joker.
The Joker. This one?
Yeah.
No, this is the Joker. Now, we'll take this a stage further. Look, I'm going to pop the Joker back in the middle. Now, if you could hold out your other hand this time, we'll try this. Let's see if we can get the energy to penetrate through matter. Painful but necessary. Actually, why don't you put it in the middle, face up? Somewhere in the middle. Okay, we'll square that up nice and neatly. I know the camera's going to come in real tight. Watch my hands. How far down would you say that is? That's quite near the top, though, actually, isn't it?
Yes.
About 11, 12 cards? Yes. Give or take? Do you know something? I should say Hail Mary every time I do this. Watch closely. Oh. Do you realize your reaction was a Kodak reaction?
Really?
Yes, indeed. Now, you're probably wondering, how is this possible? Because you've got 52 cards. How is it possible to keep track of one card specifically? Well, allow me just for a moment to take you into the world of the professional card shark, okay? Because we're going to try something quite unique here. And, Ronnie, I'm going to need your help for this one. Okay, does this look like a good shuffle to you? Good shuffle? Excellent, excellent. Take a card out, any one you like. Right, look at it and remember it. Straight to the camera and also to everyone else. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. As I spread the cards off, and you place your card back, there it is. I know that I'm holding approximately 20 cards here, give or take. So when I place this on top, I have a rough estimation that your card is approximately 20 cards from the top. Now, part of the control of cards and the discipline is being able to track one card specifically through a series of cuts and shuffles. Right now, have you any idea where your card is likely to be in the pack? Well, take my word for it, your card has only moved down about 10 cards. It's approximately between 30 and 35 cards from the top. However, I'm going to reposition it with one shuffle. Give me a number, say from 10 to 20, any number.
11.
11. You want to change your mind?
No.
11. Watch this shuffle. See, with one shuffle and a cut, your card, believe it or not, is now at the 11th position. Trust me, I've seen this before. Now, if we were to count down to the 11th card right now, that would be interesting. However, with my super sensitive fingertips... Oh, by the way, I want you to notice there are no bent corners, no cards sticking out of the pack, okay? Watch my fingers. I think you'll find there's exactly 10 cards there. 10 cards. Count them out loud onto the table. Out loud. You can count them in French if you want.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 cards exactly?
Yes.
But you said 11, right?
Yes.
So this would be the 11th card. What was your card? King of clubs?
Yes.
King of clubs. There you go. So, my friend, this is a little example of card control. Now, before we go any further with the pack, I want to show you something which takes card control to an interesting dimension, because If you take it, long before magicians ever got hold of playing cards, they were the instruments of gamblers, fortune tellers, right? However, it's the gamblers that I'm really interested in because long before any of us were born on the Mississippi riverboats, gamblers and hustlers earned their living with this little swindle, known as the three-card trick, or cherchez les femmes, as they used to say in the old days, find a lady. Okay, now, back in the days on the Mississippi riverboats, the gamblers used three identical cards, unlike red queens, for example. And to distinguish one queen from the others, with a bit of charcoal, they put a big black cross on the face of the card. This would be the money card, the one that you bet on. If you get it, you win. It's that simple. However, through constant usage, the mark would wear off, you see. And they switched to using three identical black cards, you see, like three black cards. And they marked the black card. But they recognized they had the principle of camouflage at work, black on black, you see, so it didn't work too well. Now, it took the intervention of a hustler by the name of William Jones, Canada Bill to his friends, and he used to work the scam using one black card and two red queens for contrast. And you just follow the odd card. You get the idea. Personally, I like to do it the way it's been done for the last 60 years on the British racecourse, using two black cards and one red queen, hence the title, Find a Lady. Okay, any questions? I know you're dying to get your hands on the cards. Have a look at them. There's nothing funny about them. The cards are normal, or normal, as they say. Normal. Perfectly normal. Do you want to examine me? I'm not normal by any stretch of the imagination. Now watch this very closely, my friends, because it's the same all over the world. On the beaches of Tenerife, Times Square, New York City, more money is being lost on this game now than at any other time in history. Watch very closely. Little game from Hanky Poo. Black for me, and the red queen for you. If you bet 10, you win 20. 20 gets you 40. Your job is to find a lady. And this little procedure is called tossing the broad. The queen is thrown down, and you're invited to place a bet. Hypothetically, which one would you go for? This one right here? Do you know what? I'm trying to help you, by the way, you see. Aren't you glad we're not playing for real, you see? Now, the reason why everyone goes for the card on the end is very simple, you see. When that queen is thrown down and you see a black card here and a black card here, you're naturally drawn to this one, but don't, because it's black. Now, look, if this card is black, then the queen has to be one of these two, right? Well, look, don't bet on either of them, so the queen's way over. I hope you're following this, by the way. The closer you watch, the less you see. Now, you can see why so much money has been lost on this game, because it's the simplicity of the game which attacks the ego. Got it? Because you think, oh, this is easy, got to bet twice as much and you lose even more money. Keep in mind, and you'll never see them holding the queen in one hand and the two black cards in the other. Otherwise, it's kind of obvious where the queen is. They always hold the black card and the queen in the same hand. And notice, just by accelerating the movement of the hands, it's difficult to keep track of it. But keep in mind, they can make the queen appear wherever they want, on this side or over here. But however, if you ever see the queen go down on the table, you'd have to see a black card go on either side. That's what's known in the trade as a surefire bet. But no matter how tempting, okay, don't bet on it. You were almost ready to go there, weren't you? Now, I tell you no lie. I saw this in a game once. A fella had lost so much money. In sheer frustration, he threw the card on the floor and walks off. The operator looks for the queen, brings the card. As he goes to pick the card up, I'm getting confused here. Somebody in the crowd looks for the queen and he put a slight nick on the corner. Can you see that? Okay, that's what's known as putting the ear on, like that. Okay? So he doesn't notice the bend in the card. So he recovers, addresses the crowd. He says, right, my friends, it's getting late. Time for one more bet. Shows the cards very fairly. So that's a black card. Black card. Black, black, black. And this one is black also. He pretends not to notice the bend. He throws it down just a few times just to get the people warmed up. There she goes. And when he throws it down, he crosses his hands just to confuse you. But, of course, everyone bets very heavily. The tension mounts. But let me let you in on a little secret. No matter what you do, never, ever bet on a dog-eared card. Okay? And that, my friends, is a legendary three-card Monty. Thank you. Right. Now that you know how it's done, shall we play for real? You're a game girl, aren't you? Now, I want to do something very special for you, okay? Would you say you've got a very good imagination?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, let me just pop this away here. Would you mind shuffling the cards for us? And for this one, I'm going to need, let's see if I've got it in my pocket, my $5 poker chip here. That goes right here. All right, we're going to try something here. I'm really going to stimulate your imagination in a very interesting and I hope a profound way as well. Okay, here we go. Thank you. When I turn my head, I'm going to release the cards very slowly. As they go by, I want you to call out stop and take a peek. I won't look. All right?
Stop.
Got it?
Yes.
You happy with that one?
Yes.
One card at random somewhere in the deck. Do you want to shuffle the cards for me again? Okay. Now let's see how we're going to do this. Splendid. I'm going to rely primarily on the process of elimination. Just look at me, concentrate. I believe that one of these is yours. All right, I'm going to show them to you, but I want you to keep a deadpan expression. Don't give me any clues. All right, this is going to be a piece of cake. All right, but take a deep breath. Are you ready? I'll show them to you slowly, one at a time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more makes 5. Did you see your card?
Yes.
So far, so good. All right? Very slowly, very fairly. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to attempt to make your card invisible. Now, here's the extraordinary thing. It will still be there, but you will not be able to see it, obviously. But, of course, I've got the special glasses, you see. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Watch this. Under the shadow of darkness. Your card is now invisible. Impressed?
Yes.
Wait, let me confirm it now. Watch very closely. Now, be honest with us. Can you see that card?
No.
Can you see this one?
No, I can't see it.
This one here. Can you see it?
No.
You can't see it.
Well, I know the card is there, but not what it is.
Okay, but you can see that
can see
there's a
this
card
card,
there.
yes.
And what about this one?
Yes.
And what about this one?
Yes.
And what about this one?
Yes.
No, not that one. This one.
No.
I better put the poker chip on top. Now, is it the right one, I ask myself. Look, yes or no, was that your card, the Queen of Hearts? How about the Ace of Diamonds?
No.
5 of Spades? 6 of the... Now, people think I've got cards hidden behind each other. There's nothing hidden there, is there? Okay. And there's nothing stuck to this one. And these two. So it stands to reason your card must be underneath the poker chip. Like I said, I can see it. So just allow me to take a peek at it, okay? Watch my hands. Is it a black card?
Yes.
A picture card?
Yes.
That's extraordinary. It's a club.
Yes.
That's amazing. I can see it as clear as day. It's the king of clubs.
Yes.
That's extraordinary. Now, here's the extraordinary thing. Most people don't believe it because they can't see it. But look, if I turn your card over, you'll be able to see it. It's funny, whenever I do card tricks for people, at the end of it all, it comes down to one simple thought or observation that people tell me. You know what, you must be very clever with your hands. And it's that simple thought that gave me the idea that wouldn't it be great if the spectators could literally control the outcome? All right, all I will do is just facilitate and we see what happens, where we go. Do you think that would be a very interesting experiment? All right. And what's interesting here is we're going to deal with an interesting concept of numerology, cards and numbers. And I tell you what, we'll involve several of us here, okay? So as I spread them, just call out stop.
Stop.
Okay, remember that card? Yes. I won't shuffle the cards. I'm going to leave your card exactly where it is. Would you like to call out stop?
Stop.
This one's for you. Got it? And one for you as well, okay? Just call out stop. Stop. Slightly further down in the pack, but remember that card. Now let's look at this. You've all stopped at random positions in the pack. Okay? The cards haven't been shuffled. However, if you just give the deck one complete cut for me, and complete the cut. Okay, put this portion back on top. You'd have to agree that changes the entire outcome of all 3 positions of the cards, right? Would you like to cut them? You can cut shallow or deep, that's entirely up to you. Square the cards up nice and neatly. Excellent. I'm going to leave them exactly as they are. Now, you've got a pen and paper. Then we're going to record some information as we go along. Do you still remember your card?
Yes.
Now, give me a number from 1 to 10, but before you do, you can have the number 1 or the number 10. It's entirely up to you, or any number in between.
7.
7? Will you write down the number 7? I haven't touched the cards yet.
No.
You've cut them. 7, right? Just count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And what was your card?
8 cards.
Don't you find that extraordinary? I find that quite extraordinary, to say the least, but I wonder if we can take it a stage further. Do you still remember your card? Let's make this slightly harder. Give us a higher number, say from 10 to 20.
14.
14. You know what? 14 is slightly hard. But you know what? Not impossible. Let's see if we can do this. Count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
And your card?
9 of clubs.
The 9 or the 7? Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Yours was the 7 of clubs, right? Oh, interesting. Actually, what was the number? You said 14.
Yeah.
Write down the number 14 for us. Yours was the 9 of...
I think it's 12. club and spade.
It's interesting how we get our clubs and spades mixed up, right? Really? What did it? Can you just draw it with your finger so that we can be reasonably sure?
Well, I think no, it's a spade.
You think it was a spade? Actually, we've actually switched roles here, and mother and son here. Do you see what happens when we work with families? Do me a favour. Take the deck. Take a deep breath. Relax. So we had 14 and 7, right? Okay. Deal the cards onto my hand face down one at a time. Face down. Whenever you like, stop. Do you want to deal one more or take one back? So we'll deal with this card right here. Do me a favour, just put your finger on top. And you could stop to any one of these cards or any one of those cards. How many cards did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. And yours was 9 of spades, you said, right? Take a look. Oh. Write down the number 9 for us. Interesting. Do me a favour, just add up those 3 numbers for us. Can I have the cards back? And tell us, what's the total there?
It's
14, 7, 14, is that 12? Is that 30? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right, we'll try this again. Number 30. You did so well earlier. I'm going to drop the cards on the table. Just call out stop as they fall, okay?
Stop.
Right here?
Yes.
Which one did we get here? Ah, King of Hearts. Right, you happy with that one? Very romantic card, by the way. King of Hearts, yes? Splendid. And can you write down King of Hearts for us? King of Hearts. So once again, we're in a very intriguing situation. 3 random numbers, which you wrote down. Also a random playing card as well, the King of Hearts. And remember, I said we're going to control the outcome. And you chose the blue deck, which I believe you still have in your pocket. And I don't want to touch them. Take them out of your pocket. Splendid. Hold them face down. We want number 30 here. So deal 29 cards face up. We're going to count carefully this time. Okay. Face up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay? This is the 30th card. This is card 31. 3 random numbers totaling 30. 1 random playing card. The King of Hearts. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I think this is one of those rare moments where you can't accuse me of cheating. Much. Thank you again very much, my friend. Thank you. You're wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.